Yo, what's good? It's none iller. You are now tuned in to another episode of Moment of Knowledge on the Mogul Mined Podcast. Hey, today's a crazy day, man. It's the 4th of July, so you know. I'm pretty sure by the time y'all peep this, y'all either setting up for fireworks, already did your fireworks and did your little thing, but honestly, this ain't about that. Today I want to speak on selfish versus selflessness versus being selfish with your selflessness. It's kind of a weird approach, but you know me, I go off the cuff and speak what's on my mind. So I want to point out the importance of selflessness. All right, so when I was selfish, it really didn't help. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was about me, and this was still a rarity, but it was about me, and I always felt like, what could I do? There were the times, though, there were different pockets of it. So a lot of my selfishness came when I had to lock down and get things done. Usually that's like my business side of things, right? So when I need to execute, when I was doing school, when I was doing my degrees, my blah, 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 blah. As I was learning, so usually when I'm getting my knowledge, it's a bunch of selfish stuff that kind of happens because I know I need to lock things down. After learning, the education portion kind of became selflessness, right? I wanted others to win. I'm like, you know what? I just became very open to making sure I help others out, no matter what the cost, no matter what. I get up, I wake up, I push, I try to make things happen. I'm looking out for people. I don't care if it's financially, mentally, spiritually, physically. Like, I just kind of like do that. But what happened was I started becoming drained. It just became a lot. And I know you know what I mean. Like, if you're always helping others out, if you're always giving, there's always someone taking. Thinking about that, I should have been more selfish with my selflessness. So that's where that comes into play. I should have been a little more strategic, a little more intentional, a little more focused on helping out those who needed it versus feeling like I needed to help out everyone. And that's across all aspects of my life. Because what happened was it got to a point to where I didn't have enough juice and energy to even have time for myself. I didn't have enough time for me to keep learning the moments to where I felt were selfish. And I have room to keep growing, which kept me at a stagnant part. That's something to where you deserve to be selfish in your selflessness. You deserve to be selfish in your selflessness. Look, it's kind of like a tongue twister, right? But you deserve to decide when and how you want to help, when it should and shouldn't be an expectancy of yourself. Because if you don't even have a focal point. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know who you're contributing toward. You don't know who you're helping. All you know is you're jumping out to help. You could be the strongest person in the world, but if you're lifting everything, you don't always have time to do what matters and help who needs it. It's always a matter of you jumping in thinking like that's how it's supposed to be, and that's not always the case. So you kind of have to further distinguish what makes sense for your life, your dreams, and even helping others, regardless of what field you're in. That's kind of the whole point of the Mogul Mined Podcast, where with the Let's Talk Musics, with the Moment of Knowledge, it's not even so much a specific field. It's not so much building a specific being. It's building you. So I don't care if this applies to you as an entrepreneur, you as a doctor, you as a student, you as a teacher, you as a songwriter, you as a construction worker. It's you as a human that takes priority. So however you're selfless, however it shows in your world, you have the right to sit back and go, look, I decide when this moment is. And the more you take time to do that and focus on that, the better of a chance you have to actually accomplish something meaningful. So the next time you get in a situation to where you're trying to figure out how to make it work, ask yourself, is this a selfish moment? Is this a selfless moment? Or am I being selfish with my selflessness? Because ultimately, there's so many people on earth. There's so many people in your community, so many people in your family, so many people in your circle. And, don't die trying to save the lives of others. Just don't. Really don't. It'll be big for you to lock that in. On that note, though, you know where you can find me. You always do. noneilla.com. Simple. At @none_illa. And wherever else other situations you tune into podcasts, just look up None Illa or look up Mogul Mined, MINED. Hopefully y'all enjoyed y'all 4th for whatever it's worth, whether it's a holiday, whether it's just actually having a second to be like, look, it's time with the family, or whether it's a moment of isolation for yourself, just to make sure you enjoyed it. I'll catch y'all on Wednesday. I'm out.